No, actually going back to that, because I don't think we ever finished that conversation.
I just Eskimo kissed your dog, by the
way. So, the Red Devil.
Oh, right, the Red Devil
is something that people kind of go back and forth on. There is because Silent Hill 1 was about a lot of the cult stuff, and a lot of it was like, we have like Alessa Gillespie, and your daughter is actually like, oh, spoiler alerts for the first game, your daughter is actually, the reincarnation of Alessa. She's the good part of Alessa, blah blah blah. So there's basically a god that they worship, and I think its name is Samael, that is red. That has a red skin to it. So there's a lot of people who think it's that.
Is it the bird thing?
Kind of. It's kind of bird looking.
Yeah, I remember the bird thing from the first one, but I remember it being like a boss, but it was like, you had to kind of look for it.
Yeah, pretty much. There's another thing too, is that Walter Sullivan is a name that they put on here. What is that? Oh, White Chrism. Okay. So White Chrism is something for another ending that we just now have in our inventory, and we're not going to use it because it's for a completely different ending. That's a really, really weird ending, and it doesn't make any sense. Which ending is it? It's called the Rebirth ending.
I think I remember that, but
it's one that is exclusively to when they did like I think it was either the greatest hits or the Xbox version. So 3 bright coins and 5 holes be. At one end sits the seducer of she,
which is the snake, obviously.
The wind from behind the woman doth play. The formless one, null, lies furthest from they. The old one beside the serpent sits not. 'Tis to the prisoner's left that he doth rot. So we've got 2 coins so far, so we're not going to worry about this right now. We're going to come back for this one. We're still on the lookout for the 3rd coin.
How many coins do you need?
Just 3.
But there's 6 places.
Yeah. I don't think that they actually have like... Oh, there's a first aid kit. I need to grab
6 coins?
Yeah, I don't think that with the difficulty levels that they change the coins amounts. They just change where everything is.
Oh.
So, what was I going to say? Oh, so Walter Sullivan is the name that you said, you see in that gossip magazine. He's the guy who killed himself, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Walter Sullivan is the name of the bad guy from Silent Hill 4.
Huh.
That's interesting.
They basically, what they did is that they tried to rehash it, and they tried to say, oh, okay, well, it actually wasn't the real Walter Sullivan. He was actually a reincarnation of himself, and he had to kill himself to have his real self reveal himself, basically. Something weird.
Interesting.
Like that.
Red pants.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, I forgot this music.
I'm James.
Angela.
Okay. I don't know what you're planning, but there's always another way.
Really? But you're the same as me. It's easier just to run. Besides, it's what we deserve.
No, I'm not like you.
You afraid? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Did you find your mother?
Not yet. She's not anywhere.
Did she live in this apartment building?
I don't know.
So, all you know is she lived in this town.
What did you say? How do you know that?
Well, I just figured, 'cause this is where you're looking for her. How else would I know?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'm so tired.
Excuse me, sorry. Fail.
So, why did you come to this town anyway?
sorry. Did you find the person you're looking for?
Not yet. Her name's Mary. She's my wife.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, she's dead. I don't know why I think she's here.
She's dead?
Don't worry. I'm not crazy. At least, I don't think so.
His pants.
I've got to find my mama.
Should I go with you?
Those are tough skin jeans.
This town's dangerous. Now I know what you meant back there in the cemetery.
I'll be okay by myself. Besides, I'd just slow you down.
What about that?
Will you hold it for me?
Sure. No problem.
If I kept it, I'm not sure what I might do.
Sorry, that wasn't funny.
I'd be bad. Please, don't.
Okay, so I think that furders my theory about Eddie being him because I think she's him too. I
Really?
think she's his suicidal thoughts when his wife was going through all the crap she was going through, because she's looking in the mirror and the whole time she's talking, when she's laying down, you only see James.
So you're going for something like a
Multiple
personalities.
Well, not necessarily. I think it's just the issues he's dealt with over the years.
Right.
I think all these things are him, like he's repressed all these feelings and all these thoughts, and these are them surfacing.
Could be.
You know, it makes sense since the dead bodies that we keep finding are all James.
Right.
It's everything that he's held back materializing in Silent Hill so he can face them and confront them himself.
Right, because he hasn't been back to Silent Hill since his wife has died. So he hasn't faced any of these feelings, any of these thoughts. All these things he's just repressed until now when he's finally showing up back. This is him facing these feelings.
Yeah, I like that. That makes a lot of sense.
So there's a couple things from here.
Okay.
First off, he is there looking at the mirror with Angela. If you notice in certain parts of the cutscene, he says, "I'm looking for my wife. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. At least I don't think so."
Right.
He turned around and looked into the mirror when he
Right.
said that. She talks about killing herself,
Right.
and he goes, "No, I would never do that. I would never think about doing that to myself." Once again, looking in the mirror.
Right.
So it's this point of to where he has to convince himself
Yeah.
that he's not crazy, that there's not an option of doing anything but other than finding his wife. Another thing is that if you notice that in that cutscene, he goes to grab the knife from Angela and she screams.
She freaks
And
out.
says, "No, I've been bad. I'm sorry." That leads to show you that Angela is carrying something very heavy.
Right.
She's carrying something that is very messed up, that we will kind of come to find out as time goes on. But we do have the last coin now. So
To me, so far, like I've never analyzed the game like this. I always just played it and went along with it, you know.
Right.
But to me, so far, it seems like everything he comes across is a version of himself in one way or another,
Yeah.
including the people he sees.
it could be. I could see how that may be. Stupid bug.
I mean, think about it. We've been drawing lines since the game began. The Archibalds representing how he pictured Mary and his mind as being sickly and, the venom
Bound
she
and
Spewing
spewed.
poison at him.
Yeah. The Maurices could be his sexual desires he had to repress during this time.
Because look at those games.
Yeah. All 4 of them gams.
Yeah.
And Eddie and Angela playing a part in it could definitely be a possibility.
Yeah, Eddie's his guilt. Angela is his suicidal thoughts and feelings.
I get it. I do.
You disagree
but
that?
I do. And the reason I disagree is because I think that all 3 of them were drawn to Silent Hill for the same purpose.
Ooh.
Like, they were drawn to Silent Hill because they all 3 did something similar. Like, all 3 of them. Because here's the thing about Silent Hill. Like, we talked about the multiple layers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And there's a thing you can find about Silent Hill that talks about how what it does is that it draws bad people to it.
Right.
So it can punish them.
Interesting. Okay.
So, we don't know. We don't know yet what all 3 of these people have done. Where the crap is that? I've lost that puzzle.
It's in this apartment building.
Yeah, but I can't remember.
Try 209.
209 is where we're trying to go to. Because, like, we're pretty much on the last stretch of the apartment complex. That's where we're going for.
Oh, right.
The key to that
Look at the map again.
is in.
Can you go downstairs?
Let's
Is
see.
it 203? It's got to be 203.
It's going to be the ones. Dadgummit, these stupid buttons on the bottom of the controller.
Sorry. It's either 109 or 203. I think it's 203 though.
You have to look at the ones on the left. The one on the left is the new apartment.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, that's what I was looking at. Yeah. Yeah, 203, right there, you see it? At the end of the hallway on the left.
Would that not? Wait, hold on a second, because there's a first floor.
It's 109 or 203 or 105, I guess.
Okay, well while
While we're up here, we'll
while
go to
we up
203.
here, we'll check 203. I think it's at the bottom, but we'll check just in case because I could be wrong. And like I said, it's one of those things. Like, this is an open-ended thing. Even I went too far. Even the interpretations. Where the heck am I? Like, that's the fun about
Wrong
this,
side.
not quote unquote fun about this game is like there are things
It's the last one, so you have to go all
about
the way
the.
there.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry. I'm trying to help. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it, but no, there's things about this game that are open ended that you can take into interpretation like that. That's
Right.
That's what makes this game so good. Is that sure there are things that like are pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There are some things that are so,
Pyramid Head, buy it.
yeah. And that's another thing too. Like when you first meet Eddie, and they say, "Okay, well, with that weird pyramid thing, did you see it?" And he's like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about."
Right,
But he sees monsters.
Yeah.
right. But
So-
he doesn't see the Pyramid Head.
Yeah. So I think that
At least
actually-
yet.
Yeah. But I think that what that means is that he can't see it.
Really?
Yeah, because there's something that happens later. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here.
Is it the Burger World
It's
thing?
hard not
Yeah,
to.
it's
though.
Happy Burger. It is because we've all 3 played it, and we're all just trying to it's 109. But it's we kind of know, and we may talk about this post when we're not recording, so we can kind of go over it with each other.
Right.
But like how we talked about how the monsters that James sees are specific to him,
Yeah.
like would mean to me
That Eddie's seeing different monsters.
yeah, Eddie is
Yeah.
seeing monsters that are particular, they're
Oh my
personal
goodness.
to him, and Angela is seeing monsters that are personal to her.
Interesting. Interesting.
To get there, I was just thinking about how
It's not 109. 105. It's 105. I'm a dummy.
Like, what would that say though if we were right and it was more of they were all representing parts of James, that the 2 parts that were human like him are his suicidal thoughts.
It could
and
very well be.
how
I mean,
relates to things.
right. Okay, so I'm going to read this poem one more time because I've got all 3 coins now.
No, I think. Okay,
So-
are you reading it out loud
Yeah.
or
At
okay,
one
sorry.
end sits
the seducer of she?
yes, that's the snake.
Uh huh.
The old one beside the serpent sits not. So that means that there's a space between the snake and the old man.
Oh, okay.
To the prisoner's left that he doth rot. So it would go snake, old man, prisoner.
Okay, but there's no space between the old man.
No.
So it's snake blank old man's prisoner blank. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So snake. We'll do snake first.
Atkins.
Yeah.
I don't even like Harry. I almost said Harry Potter. I don't like either Harry Potter or
And we just
Pokemon.
lost fans.
What?
S-
Why?
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I thought you liked Harry Potter at least.
Harry Potter is
Do you
awesome.
don't you remember? I borrowed all. What is it? 9 movies?
7.
7.
We only had the 7 at the time.
It only felt like 9.
Yeah.
I borrowed the 7 movies from you.
Yeah.
Watched all of them. Returned them and was like, I didn't really get anything from any of it. Don't you remember that?
I remember you borrowing them, but I don't.
I want to watch them again because that Fantastic Beast looks
We got
really good.
See, I don't think it does.
What?
Yeah, I don't think it does at all.
I think it looks cool.
There's a
Wait,
friend
we
that
didn't
I
get that right?
used to work with that's a real big Harry
Okay,
Potter fan, and she said it was really good. So that's kind of,
Redeeming?
made me want to go see it.
Right.
I
Try
thought
to skip one between the old man and the other one.
There wouldn't be. There's not. There's old men and then to the prisoner. They're sitting beside each other. I thought I got that right. Because to the snake is all the way to the end. Maybe the snake needs to go here and everything needs to just be shifted down.
Could
Maybe.
be.
Yeah, give it a shot.
So we'll take everything out and then.
Because there's other stuff that we didn't read, like you skipped a bunch.
Yeah, because it's not
Like
important.
a doofus.
Well, it's not important because it's not. I mean, it's important. Excuse me. Hey, at least.
All of it's important, Phil.
At least. I forget what I was gonna say. Never mind.
At least we have the coins.
At least it's not the freaking piano puzzle from the first game, which is utterly
Impossible.
ridiculous. Like I know what it represents, but at the same time, like it's so stupid.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
You have to know
Great game. Terrible puzzle.
things about a piano. But seriously, that didn't work either.
I'm telling you, skip one.
I did.
Do no. Do
No,
s-
I'm okay. All right, let's go back here.
okay. We'll
And
read
let's play
each
this
one
over.
by one.
Three bright coins and 5 holes B. At one end sits the seducer of she. At one end, so that would be the snake all
It's
the way
got
to
to
the
be
left.
the snake. Yeah, because it's the seducer of Eve.
The wind
blow-
from behind the woman doth play.
Wait. Wind from behind the woman. So does
So
that
it would
they-
be snake, wind, woman.
But it's behind, so wouldn't it be wind snake? So you're right with
No,
the
it's behind the woman, not the snake.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
The formless one null lies furthest from they. So that means that there's not a coin. It's the formless one. It's null. There's nothing that's supposed to be there.
Okay.
So that would be at the very end. Would be
Okay.
empty. The old one sits beside the serpent not, which means that there's a space between the snake and the old man.
Okay.
To the prisoner's left that he doth rot. So he has to be on the left side of the prisoner. I could have sworn we had it right the first time. So it'd be snake all the way to the left, skip a spot, old man, prisoner, open spot. That's the only thing I can think of. And I thought that we had it right the first time, but maybe I got that wrong.
That wind is blowing like crazy.
Yeah, we got high winds going on. That reminded me of Secret Window. I will burn your life, Mr. Rainey,
I've never seen that
like a
movie.
sugar cane crop in a high wind.
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah. I heard that
Wait a minute. To the prisoner's left. So the prisoner's left.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because he's.
I was like, this
facing-
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Puzzles.
I was about to say it, but I was like, no, I'm wrong.
bad at this. You haven't seen Mr.
Yes, I've not seen Mr. Secret Window.
Mr. Secret Window? Mr. Window, comma, secret? Okay, that didn't work either. So we're going to take these two out again.
Let's just switch them around.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up, Misty?
Yep.
I could have sworn I had it the right way the first time.
Yeah, I thought you did too.
Ooh.
You're not going to try skipping one and then put... Oh, no, because the formless one is always to the right.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that doesn't...
This is the prisoner coin, right?
Boop!
Okay.
Let me see it. I want to see this.
Uh-huh. So tell me.
Oh.
Tell me.
Do you have a picture?
Hold on. Sort of, it's a video.
Oh, Lord.
But try skip a spot at the beginning.
Okay.
Then the prisoner.
What? What riddle level is that at? Because that doesn't make any sense.
I'm sorry, the old man.
Old man first?
Yeah, try it.
Skip a space. Old man.
So the old man would go right here?
Yes. Then the prisoner.
That doesn't look right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying. Then the prisoner?
I hope I'm right. Just to spite you.
Yeah. I'm just saying. So the snake would be all
At the end, all the way.
on the right?
All the way to the right.
And here's where the Let's Play gets canceled because we can't figure this out.
Oh, it was reverse of what you were doing.
How? That's never done that to me before. It's always been the snake on the left every single time.
Sure it has.
Don't start with me, woman. I'll come over there.
I was right.
Anywho,
You're about
so
to
we got the
lose your
Lynn.
controller privileges.
So we got the Lynn house key. So that means that we have to go up the stairs to the place with the note on the door. I just have to find the door that will take me upstairs. Oh, there it is.
Oh, I think I figured out what all this really represents.
What's that? That I'm a doofus?
James is Aryan. This is all an allegory for the master race.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
This is like Hitler's youth, the game.
Yeah, it's totally a brainwash for Nazis. That's 100% what it is. If you aren't proud to be an Aryan, then you're wrong.
Super duper.
Then Pyramid Head will come and kill you.
Yeah.
Doorstop face
Man,
will
if
come and
this-
kill you.
If the Nazis had Pyramid Head on their side, they would have just...
Everyone would be Aryan.
Yeah.
The master race.
Daggum Nazis.
Which is funny because I'm the most Jewish-looking person in here, and I'm saying that.
You're Italian, you Mussolini lover.
Yeah, well, Benito, whatever. I can't help it. Get the ecstasy square.
Apartment stairway key. All right, so that's what we've been looking for. Pretty much this whole time is the apartment stairway key. I'm gonna go ahead and heal myself.
Are we calling it? I think we're calling it.
No. Yeah,
No, we're not calling it?
No.
Okay. All right.
We're not calling nothing
I'm sorry.
because this is just gonna. Yeah. What was I gonna say?
Ecstasy squares. Benito Mussolini.
You do not want to mess with my grandmother. She was like the 5th person in line to spit on Mussolini's hanging body.
What is this?
That's from Friends.
Oh, I'm not a huge... I actually just watched my very first 7 episodes ever
Oh, yeah?
of Friends recently.
They get better and then they
Friends.
get worse.
You know what series I've been going through?
What's that?
I've been going through 2 series. Cheers
Nice.
and Third Rock from the Sun.
Awesome.
Both amazing series.
We just finished Frasier. I love Frasier.
You guys need to watch Cheers. It's on Netflix.
Okay, now this time he may be
I
raping
tried
it.
to watch a couple of episodes.
I don't care if you tried nothing. It's Cheers.
Okay, so here is our first official boss fight of the game.
I wouldn't call it much of a fight.
Yeah. So what we have to do basically is we have to run. We have to shoot him.
You find out real quick that he can't die.
Yep. He has 2 attacks. One is a left to right swiping or right to left swiping attack, and that does a lot of damage. And then, oh god. And then there is a overhead swipe, overhead swing, that will instantly kill us.
So don't get hit is what you're saying.
Exactly. So I'm good that we picked up all of that ammo.
Yeah.
Don't just stop firing. Okay, so there's a very familiar sound.
In the Silent Hill series, that was close. And you can see he's walking away.
Yeah.
And James is tired.
Oh god. So I don't want to get too close either because he will.
But you see he goes down the stairs
The sirens are calling him away.
and he becomes submerged in that water.
Yeah.
And so obviously he doesn't need to breathe. That's
no,
another
exactly.
thing.
He is this crazy, omnipotent creature.
Just this entity that can't die.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and like I said, I'm trying to keep my distance, but he went down in the water. So what this does is this drains the water. So it just wants to show you that what you're messing with here cannot be killed. Basically, what you've done is you've just annoyed him enough to make him want to leave. And now we follow.
Yeah, you annoyed him enough
Get
to
back here!
where he's like, I'm done with this. I
Yeah.
just don't care. Which is creepy as hell.
Yes. And we are finally out of the apartments.
Wait, can't you go back down the stairs?
What stairs?
There's something down the stairs, isn't there?
No, that's it.
That's not how you get the big knife?
No, not yet.
Oh.
No, that comes later. But now we are out of the apartments.
You might want to bleep that out, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Eventually, you can pick up that weapon. The weapon that he was carrying.
You can, but you don't have to. It's not part of the story.
Yeah.
You can. It's a side thing, and you have to kind of go out of your way to get it.
But if you notice, he has this weapon. Pyramid Head has this weapon that is so big that it causes him to be slow.
I'm sorry. I love that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Of her just up on the corner like that, and the whole wall.
You! It was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're the one who stepped on my hand.
I don't know. Maybe I did.
What's a little girl like you doing here anyway?
Huh? Are you blind or something?
What's that letter?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
Wait! How do you know Mary's name?
See, that just points to me that shows how even early life James was still a jerk as a kid.
Yeah.
To me, that's another iteration of James.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Maybe his
These are all
innocence being
real people.
represented through a child.
These are all real people.
no, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're.
And I can prove it to you. I can prove it to you that they are all real people. I can't yet, but I
Okay.
will.
Fair enough. I'll accept that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, what I'm saying is that James is dealing with himself everywhere he goes.
So this
Yeah.
is that park.
Rosewater.
Are
Yeah,
you here?
the one where he was like,
This is
she's
our
probably
special
there.
place."
This is our special place. Blah blah blah. Jeez, I remember this took me like a year to get to when
This
I
could
first
be
played it.
super confusing.
Because I didn't know what I was doing. And
Yeah.
obviously, if nobody's noticed, if you don't know what you're doing, you are lost.
Oh, absolutely.
In this game,
Yeah.
this game is absolute. Like, there's times in this game where you're like, does this go further? Is
Yeah.
this just what it is?
I've played this a million times and still get lost.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It's a beautiful game.
yeah, it's one of those things. Well, I thought there was a save point right here.
I thought there's one in the park. You have to go. Yeah, you have to go
Is
back.
there?
Yeah, you go through those areas. I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere off in one of these areas.
I don't want to get lost in here because
Right.
I still get lost in this park. Because this will also take us like to the front entrance. But we can check on something because there is something at one of these statues that we can check real quick while we're here. Because, well, maybe there may be something here. Yeah, that's a great indicator of like, because you have this very clean heads-up display,
Right.
and it's a very, Lord, that's a terrible camera shot. You know what? We'll just go ahead. We'll continue real fast because there's one right up here.
Okay.
I know that there is one right up here.
Mary? No, you're not.
Do I look like your girlfriend?
All the girls look like
My
Joker
late
in
wife.
this.
I can't believe it. You could be her twin. Your face, your voice, just your hair and clothes are different.
My name is Maria. I don't look like a ghost, do I? See? Feel how warm I am?
You're really not Mary.
I told you, I'm Maria.
Sorry. I was confused.
Where are you going?
I'm looking for Mary. Have you seen her?
Didn't you say she died?
Oh, yeah, 3 years ago. But I got a letter from her. She says she was waiting in our special place.
And that's here? Anyway, I haven't seen her. Is this your only special place?
Well, there's the hotel, too, I guess. The one on the lake? I wonder if it's still there.
The Lakeview Hotel? Yeah, it's still there. So the hotel was your special place, huh? I'll bet it was. Don't get so mad. I was just joking. Anyway, it's not that way. It's this way.
You're coming with me?
You were gonna just leave me?
No, but...
With all these monsters around?
No, I just...
I'm all alone here. Everyone else is gone. I look like Mary, don't I? You loved her, right? Or maybe you hated her.
Don't be ridiculous.
So it's okay?
Yeah, fine.
She looks nothing like Mary.
She doesn't. No.
She has a little bit of the same facial features, obviously different hair,
Right.
but a
Well, he
different,
says that.
yeah, a different body frame, but only a few of the actual facial features of her.
Well, here's something. To me, that whole thing is she's what he wanted Mary to be.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the nose and the lips, and there's something about the eyes, like maybe the color is familiar, but Maria has very, like, sexy, alluring eyes compared to Mary's, like, more innocent and warm.
Right.
Yeah, Mary's very conservative,
Yeah.
and Maria's very slutty in a way,
Pretty much.
and that's and flirty, and that's what he wanted.
Yeah. The thing about this place is that at this point James doesn't know what's real and what's not.
Right.
So that's why he says, "You look like Mary," and then she takes his hand and puts it on her chest, and he's like, "No, you're really not Mary,
Right.
are you? Because my Mary wasn't like this."
Right.
So I think it's pretty clear that Maria represents the things, the things that maybe
Not
James
Maurice.
wanted Mary to be.
Right.
But yeah. Oh, can't go that way. Did I
Right.
pass it?
Big empty halls.
So one cool. Oh, I'm going down the right now. The one awesome thing about Silent Hill is that they clearly take references from other places and other things. The first game, the whole town was completely based off of Kindergarten Cop. It was based off of the town from Kindergarten Cop.
And there's even an elementary school and everything.
Yep, the elementary school,
Big
even
part of it
some of
takes place
the
there, too.
even some of the places that that look kind of This is clearly the hotel from the movie Commando.
I never saw Commando.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Interesting.
This is Commando.